What's up, guys? So, welcome. Today is our first Sunday call. Sunday, May the 15th, our Sunday night live now since we switched it from Monday. So again, it will be 7:30 Central Standard Time as right now. I, of course, am Jessica Villarreal. We have Lucy Smith. We have Tiffany Herrera. We have Carrie Bowens. Directors, I don't know. I don't see anybody else on. I don't know if Mel or Jenna or anybody else is on, but that's who I see right now. So I don't really have anything in way of announcements. If anybody can think of anything, well, one announcement I will say is today is the 15th. So y'all know what that means, 500 by the 15th. If you want to be entered into the drawing for whatever your director is giving away, make sure that you are at $500 in PRV, not $490, not $482, not $497, $500 or more in PRV by the end of today. If you're not signed up for the warmer in the scent of the month, those have been really, really great things and ways to work your business. Make sure that you go into your accounts tab and that you sign up for that. Maybe if you can't afford to do the $60 one, then try starting off with the cent of the month. It's $35 plus tax and shipping, and it will be a great way to boost your business throughout the month. Is there anything else that you guys want to add in way of announcements? Go ahead, Tiff.
Don't forget that tomorrow, the Father Day bundle is while supplies last, so make sure if y'all want to order that, y'all need to order that, because it is while supplies last, so.
Yes.
But that's all.
Awesome, thank you. That Father's Day bundle is out. That warmer is super cute. If you have the man in your life that cooks out a lot, then that's definitely a warmer that you want to get or extend to your customers. Anybody else have any Lucy, Carrie, anything else news wise?
Just remember that we have the live meeting on the 22nd.
Yes, May 22nd at Carrie's house. Carrie will post the address soon. So just put that in your calendars. May 22nd, 3 p.m. It's going to be in Carrie lives in Arlington. And we will have Zoom for those that are not local. So anybody else? No? Sweet. All right. So today Lucy's going to lead us with the call. So I'll let her go into what we're going to be chatting about. Go ahead, Lucy.
Hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Today is the 15th, as Jessica said, and how we gave you guys a challenge to have your $500 in PRV by the 15th. I'm excited to see who will be the winners of each team. You still have time, so it's until tonight, I believe, but we're going to give them to the rest of the night, right? I guess we'll announce the winners tomorrow. That way everyone gets a chance to get their orders in tonight. But if you're one of those sitting and you do not have a total of $500 to be placed, then it's time for you to work. You need to start doing something. Get some basket parties out, get home parties booked, get Facebook parties booked. So sit down, evaluate your month, see what you need to do. Basically get your hustle mode on, right? Success doesn't come in the morning. It just doesn't happen without you doing something. So hustle is what gets you where you need to be. So go find those sales, find those hostesses, and then you're probably thinking, well, how do I get sales and how do I get my hostess? Well, either take advantage of what Scentsy gives us for our business tools, make samples, and of course follow up. As our call last week was awesome. Nice follow-up system. I'm loving it. That Jessica Villarreal shared with us last week. I've been seeing lots of pictures that you guys are out there getting your binders. I'm loving it. Keep on posting those pictures. Keep that system in place and keep doing that and keep following up with it. You will see how your business will grow. Wish we would have done this 5 years ago. So one business tool that I am going to stress upon you guys is the scent and warmer of the month. That is a great business tool that Scentsy gives us in order for us to grow our business, get basket parties booked, home parties booked, Facebook parties booked, and just to be prepared on a monthly basis. If you are not subscribed to that warmer scent of the month, you still have time to do so. If your card was on file, they started running as of last night. But again, you still have time to go on your accounts tab today and get that ordered, put your credit card information in there. You get paid PRV for that, so take advantage of that, guys. They give us 20 to 25% back from that kit. And in that subscription, you get your bars. You get 10 bars, room sprays, 50 flyers, a mini testers, full-size tester, 72 rub and smell stickers. All that value, retail values over $100, and we're getting it for, sometimes they're like, depending on what kind or size the warmer is, we're getting it basically either $60 plus tax and shipping, or maybe a little more, again, depending on the warmer. Where's my, and it's so cool because not only do we have the opportunity to be one of the first consultants or first people out here in this world to get the new warmer that Scentsy has created for us. They're always very creative with the warmers of the month. For an example, this month it's the roadless travel one. Next month it's all something cute. Somebody, I think Jessica posted the picture of it yesterday, so take a look at that on your pages. Each month it's been something really awesome. And these are the flowers that you get in your scent and warmer of the month. So it's, you get 50 of these. You get to make your samples. If you're sitting there with no samples, how are you planning on getting basket parties? How are you planning on getting hostesses? You have to be able to pan your information out, talk to people on a daily basis, and actually give them something with your information, something to smell, because the smell is what sells, and the smell is what gets you some hostesses and gets you parties. So always be prepared. So just always, if you can, use that business tool. Invest in your business monthly by doing that. Another thing I wanted to share with you on really quick, it was a follow-up system that I was on my workstation today, and I was like, there's a lot of people that I've lost contact with, like customers that I've lost contact with. So I was going through my workstation, and on the orders tab, I went from all the way back to day one from my first order. And I was just glancing through those things. What I started doing was writing down customers' names that I have not reached out to in so long or lost contact with, because I'm going to go back and try to find their information. Yeah, dummy me, 5 years ago, I just didn't keep up with that. I didn't keep up with the follow-up system. So I'm going to go back and either find them on Facebook or look through my cell phone and see if I have their number saved in there and try to reach out to them. So just thought I'd share that with you guys as I was going through my workstation today, doing that. So if you're looking for people to follow up with, that's just a great little tip to do. I wanted to share earlier last week, one of our directors on our group, Mel, she had posted this picture on her Facebook, and it was a picture of the warmers. Is basically said that the hostess got this for it was $400 and something worth of products. Can you guess what the hostess paid for it? I didn't even know the answer yet. But I seen that she posted it, so I posted it. I did the math of all the products, and yes, it was over $400 worth of products. And then later on, I messaged Mel, and she sent me the information. So I'm gonna post that picture on all the pages, so you could use that this week. I waited for 2 days to respond. I just let the answers keep coming through. But from doing this post, I got 1 home party book, 2 basket parties, and 2 Facebook parties, which I'm stressing about because I am not good at Facebook parties. But I'm going to do my homework this week. But I do got, I'm happy because that's 4 or 5 parties that I did not have on my calendar, did not have booked without doing so. And that's for this month. Again, I'm working for my $2,000 in PRV this month to earn the trip, and you all should be doing that too. So we should all try this. You should all do this. So if you need to book more parties for this month, if you're sitting at 0 or if you're sitting at 250 and you're still needing to, we still got 15 days, right, for this month. So you need to hustle these next 15 days. In order for you to receive points, earn points for May, June, and July for our trip, we have to have at least a total of $3,000 in PRV within those 3 months. So parties is the only way that's going to do it. It's the only way to work actually smarter and not harder, and trying to be on a daily trying to get orders from people or from Facebook. The parties is where you will get majority of your orders. So you need to party hard. So there is like a long post that I will also post under that picture, but I'm just going to read through it. And I just want to tell you guys, do not change any wording on it. Use it as is, because if you feel that you need to change a wording or you need to add this word, you may be out of compliance, and then you will get in trouble. The Scentsy police will go after you. So please make sure you don't change the wording to it if you want to share it on your Facebook and try to book you some parties through that post, because you will be out of compliance. So it's basically a game. You're going to attach the photo. It is $458 worth of Scentsy. Your question is, how much did the hostess pay for all of it? All right. So that's what you're going to ask. You're going to let all the answers, let them be commenting their guests, and let them. I did it for 2 days. You could wait a whole day and, end it out the end of the day, but I got busy and I forgot to go back to it. But so it's, again, a long thing. I don't want to read it. I will just post it and share it with you guys, so that way y'all could save it in your notes on your cell phone and know how to go back and forth and how to answer it. But once they all finished with all the responses, you'll personally inbox, PM, private message each and every person who comment on that post, and you'll say, "Hi Jessica, how are you? I was pulling for you to win, but you were the closest. You weren't the closest on the hostess reward games. Darn it. The answer was only," and the answer is $200. "Pretty great, right? How would you like to earn that for $200? I was thinking that it would be really fun to do a 1-hour Facebook party or home party or basket party, so you could earn some of this free product like this. All you'll have to do is invite your friends. I do the party work, and you get all the free and 50% off of Scentsy. Then you could add something extra." This consultant said, "I have an extra set of 6 bars with your name on it if you have an extra hour this month or next month to party. What do you think? Are you interested?" So you'll just, again, private message that person that comment on there. Again, guys, I got 5 parties for doing this, so I'm excited. I haven't had a party in like 2 or 3 months, so I'm so excited. So that's something if you would like to share to do, because, again, we need that PRV for this month and for next month in order to earn our trip. But not only that, but to get a paycheck. I know we all didn't pay $99 just to put a minimum of $200 or $150 each month. So if you're on this call, you're doing it for business. And in order for your business to go around, you need to invest in your business and subscribe to the Warmer Incentive of the Month. And just always try to book your parties, because that is the only way your business will go round. Let me go ahead and post this. Does anyone have any questions on that post? I don't know if Mel's on the call, but I would like, if she's on, I would like her to share what her results were from that post.
Got on.
Hey, Mel.
Hi. Yeah, I just got on. I had 8 too. I got 8 Facebook parties.
Sweet. Is that for this month or this month and next month?
I had 8 for this month and 1 next month.
See, guys, it
9
works.
total.
It works. Like, I'm so excited for this. Even though I'm scared of the Facebook parties, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go ahead and post. Does anybody have any questions from this post? Nobody? Okay. Hold on. Do we have?
So no, you don't technically have to do a Facebook party. I mean, I think it's totally up to you. What you, I'm gonna give my little 2 cents on there because, if you feel better or you want, I know in the post that Lucy will post, the picture with what she put, and then, I think it's like a copy and paste. I don't know. I think it's like a copy and paste for that first initial response. But when Lucy just read that to me, like for me, that would probably be the only wording I would change because for me personally, I'm trying to book home parties right now. So whatever works for you, if you're trying to book home parties, go for the home party first. But if you're trying to, you don't have time and you're trying to get basket or Facebook parties, then put that first. And then, put accordingly to what you think will work for you in your schedule.
Yeah, like you could change the answer that you're messaging the customer. You could change that wording, but don't change the wording that you're posting on your Facebook because that's what could get you to be out of compliance. The wording that you put in the message, yes, you could change. And I did try to change that. I try to change to basket or home party. Home party, that's what I would personally choose to do instead of a basket party. I don't know, I just always like to connect and be in front of the people and be able to be there and have control of the party than versus basket parties. But basket parties I do all day long, don't get me wrong. They're always great. I just like a reason to be out and about away from these kids. But yeah, I tried to change that wording, but those 2 parties that I have on Facebook, it just wasn't working for them, and one of them is out of town. So I then added in the Facebook, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we could do that." So yeah, you could change that part.
And Lucy, you can make that be a Zoom party because that's what I'm doing instead of Facebook. I'm doing them as Zoom parties. So I'm doing them live from my house, and then they're still at their house. And so, because again, Facebook parties is less interaction, and the Zoom parties seems to be doing more interaction, get the more real time.
True. You could even change your Facebook party to Zoom, and they don't even have to know because they're going to be on their computer anyway. So you could just set up a Zoom link and post it on that Facebook and say, click on here to join the party. So that'll work.
That's how I'm doing it.
And video is so much. Y'all know how I feel about video. And then if it's live, like you can actually explain and tell them what the scent smells like. They can respond back to you. They can tell you, do you have it in this? Other people are able to hear it. I mean, literally, it's like a home party, but you're just not right in front of them. And they can't smell it.
Yeah, video is great. Zoom parties, like how to get people to respond to get on.
She said she wanted more info on the Zoom parties, like how to get people to respond or get on.
How do you do what? Say that again.
She says her question on the thing just says, I want more info on the Zoom parties, like how to get people to respond or get on.
Let me go look because I'm breaking up here. Let me see. Chat.
I mean, with that, I would just say.
Well, I can tell you the way I'm doing it. If you guys want me to. What I did is we made a post, and let me know if you can't hear me. We made a post on my host's Facebook page, and for whenever someone RSVPs, we send them the link to the party. And when the link, and I also sent her if you go through the Facebook party or the Facebook page for Facebook parties, it teaches you how to make a digital catalog. It teaches you how to make a digital door prize slip. And so we're emailing those out. I'm sorry, not emailing. We're texting out the link for people to fill those out. And then we're sharing the catalog. And then the way the Zoom will work is I just have my display set up in my living room. I sit there, and right in front of my computer, I actually do a live party. And they can ask questions. And like Jessica said, they can't smell whether it's a Facebook or a Zoom. But I can do the demo. I can interact. And then most of the ladies are local. They just have kids and they don't really want to really can't get out. So they'll still place their orders through the host, but I'll actually get to do a demo for them and answer their questions, explain about the warranty, do a live on the diffuser and things like that. Does that help her?
Yeah.
She said awesome, thanks.
And I could just tell you guys the difference in doing the Facebook party and the Zoom is the Facebook party is work. Let me just tell you, don't think that you're going to do a Facebook party 30 minutes before the Facebook party starts. You're going to get it together because you got to have all your videos lined up. You've got to have, well, at least for me, I had all my wording already in Word, so I could just copy and paste it into the post. And then I had a system where I would say next post, because if you don't, people continue to post on that one post and you've already gone on to the next thing. But you got to make sure you have your video. So if you haven't joined the Facebook party group, I suggest you do it and go through every step that E has outlined. It's also in the training center, but I think the Facebook party, you can also scroll through there and get up to the pictures and things like that you'll save. But you definitely need to be organized.
Yes. And if you're not on that Facebook thing, let us know and we'll make sure we get you added on there. Or I think you could even search on there to it's called Facebook Parties Consultant Group, and just click join.
And there's actually even on the workstation, all of the that one big group is what's her name? Edie Cody started the whole Facebook mock party, and she has that whole training and everything on the workstation also. So if you
right
to look at that, make sure it's all in your workstation.
Right, and as I said, it's in the workstation, but the difference is between the Facebook party and the workstation is that you can actually get the up-to-date pictures and videos that you need from the Facebook page. So the training center is great because she just went out there recently and re-updated it again. But again, the pictures that you need to post and the videos you need to post you can just get those, nab those and save them. Or at least get the idea of how to make the video, because you need a welcome video. There are kind of videos you need to do a Facebook party. But I guess you can use Facebook Live inside the party. I'm not sure. I haven't done that yet.
I just did a Facebook party waiting for the host to give me the... Sweet. So how did it work for you, Patricia? She said that she had a Facebook party waiting for the host to give me the rest of her orders to close it. Wasn't that hard. I posted pics of Scentsy items, games, and electric and had them scheduled throughout the day. And each night I would set up more pics. So I know Facebook's not hard. It's just a matter of like Carrie and them mentioned, you have to be prepared and know what to post next. So we could do this. A party's a party. You make it work. But again, basically, if you're not at your $500 by today, it's time to get something done. You need to get some parties for this month. We have 15 days that you have to get your parties out there.
For some reason, I can't mute some people. If you're on and not muted, you can't mute because there's a lot of background noise. Well, I just muted who I can see on here.
Can I share something on the getting to your 500 or just getting activated?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So one of the things, I had a lady, and let me know again if you guys can't hear me. I had a lady contact me, and she said that she just simply just didn't know where to start, didn't know what to do. And what I asked her to do, and if you're on the call and you're that way, you're still setting at 0, and you have no prospects, you have no idea how you're going to, activate this month, no parties. I asked her to take out a piece of paper and write down every single person's name that said that they would order in the last month in April, right? And then on one side of the paper, and on the other side of the paper, write down everybody's name who you recently been working with to join. So you're working on not just orders, but also recruiting, because for the incentive challenge and just for your business in general, recruiting is just as important, right? And so then I asked her to go to her workstation and look for the last 3 to 6 months and write down everybody who has ordered in the last 3 to 6 months, but has not ordered in the last 60 days. And come up with that list. And then I challenged her to follow up with every single person, and not just a text or an email, but to literally pick up the phone or whatever is the best form of communication, because some people do really don't want to be text. But I just think emails can get lost, but somehow make a direct connection with those people and actually ask them, invite them and share with them what's going on. And this person in particular went from no prospect, 0 in sales, now has 2 parties, has over $250 in orders. And simply because she went back to the basics and she actually picked up the phone. I'm out here in Belize right now, and I have spotty service. So I've been taking the guess how many, how much the host got on this. And I've just been simply sending a modified response or taking the response and sending it modified to people and just simply asking them that if they could get $200 worth of Scentsy, whatever it is, $200 worth of Scentsy, I'm not in front of my thing, for X amount of dollars, would they be interested? And then, then I got the conversation started, and I've been able to get, start booking my June. I already have 3 parties booked for June, and I picked up another basket party for May. So I think just if you're sitting there and you just don't have any way, you always hear us say do, but you're not really sure how. I would just say start with what you know and go to your workstation and start jotting down, like I said, the last 3 to 6 months, and then also writing down anybody who said they would support you in the last 30 days and haven't, and everybody who's ever shown interest in your Scentsy journey, and then start following up with them and consistently and diligently follow up with them. And that's really the key, you guys, is we got to follow up. We cannot wait for the customers and our potentials to come back to us. We have to pick up the phone and actually follow up, not just say, hey, checking in, you still get, follow up, send a postcard, pick up the phone and call them, something like that. So I hope that helps somebody.
Yeah, that's so funny that you shared that, because that's what I did today. As I shared on the call earlier, I was on the workstation scrolling, looking through trainings, and just actually I've been working today. I'm so excited. And I was on my orders tab, and I went back from day ones from all my orders, and I'm like, oh, I remember this person, and oh, I remember this person. So I jotted down all their names, and I'm gonna go back on there and get their numbers, look them up on Facebook, and reach out to them, try to get more parties booked. So like Carrie said, it's follow up. We have to follow up. We have to ask these people, because if you're sitting with 0 parties or zero orders, that's because you're not trying. You're not starting somewhere and working with what you got. Be a little bit creative. You don't have to reinvent the wheel on different things, because they're out there. Like Mel had posted this. I'm like, oh shoot, I want to share this too. So it's stuff is out there. Google different things. YouTube. Just look through, scroll through your Facebook at other consultants and see what they're posting or they're sharing, and just get ideas. Just do it, because if you don't do it, you ain't gonna get any results. So, and you're gonna be sitting with 0 PRV, because you're not gonna have any basket parties, and You're going to let all the excuses in the world stop you. So don't let that stop you.
And Lucy, here's another thing I started doing. Jessica introduced us all to this follow-up system, and we've all been, you know, like Lucy said, everybody's been posting their pics, and it's really great to see us finding something that we can use tangible. As I'm going through my workstation, I made generic, order forms, 2 to a page. And I've been taking that and stapling our little ordered, received, you know, that little thing. And I've just been using it as a follow-up. I'm putting their name down, what they last ordered, the last time.
You're cutting out, Carrie.
I think she froze.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Then you're going to struggle with following up with them continuously.
Carrie, can you repeat that? Because you froze. We didn't hear nothing you said. Can you repeat that, please? Carrie B?
Oh, I'm muted. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, but we didn't
Okay.
hear anything. So can you repeat yourself?
I think I was muted. Okay. One of the things I did is as I'm going back through the workstation, what I was sharing is that we're finding all these people to follow up with. Lucy she's saying, hey, I remember that lady. I remember this. So I made 2 order forms to a page, and I printed them off. And we have that little post-it follow-up that we say ordered, delivered, 1 week follow-up, 1 month follow-up, 2 month follow-up. I'm doing that from memory. So what I've been doing is writing down their information, making an order form, writing down the date that I discovered them again. Let's just say that I decided to start following up, and I actually make a reach out. So let's say I did it today, the 16th, I would write May 16th that I actually reached out to them. And then whatever on that order form, I'm writing whatever happened. Like I already know what they ordered last, when they ordered last. And then I'm writing whatever it is they said, you know, not interested, or still have, you know, a ton of bars, or yeah, call me back in 2 weeks, or whatever it is. And then I'm incorporating that into this new follow-up system that Jessica introduced us to. And the reason for that is that I found myself writing my follow-ups everywhere on pieces of paper and everything. So now that we have this amazing system, I can go ahead and throw them into my 1 week, my 1 month, or my 2 month follow-up. Or if they ordered, you know, start it over. You know what I'm saying? Use it like that. But again, get it jotted down and get it into this system so that we're not just making these lists and then not doing anything with it. We're actually truly creating a true follow-up that we can incorporate no matter when we run across somebody or when we meet somebody, we can incorporate them into our follow-up system. So that's just something I've been doing as I'm going through my workstation, sitting in airports and stuff like that.
Oh, I was muted. Thanks for sharing, Carrie. What was the question? Does anyone have any questions or anything that you would like to share? What are you doing this month? What are those that have hit their 500 already? What did you do to reach that 500? Please share, because there's lots of us that, or not us, because I have, but there's lots of consultants on here that may not reach their 500 yet. So share. If I'm talking on here, so could you. If you're scared or embarrassed to talk or share, you could share it on our team pages or here on our chat box.
So can you hear me?
I could hear you.
Okay, so basically what I did is I worked the follow-up system that Jessica had showed me to do. And I just followed up with everybody. And then I did what Carrie did. I went back for about a month and I just followed up with everybody there. I had a great response from that Friday the 13th special. So I ended up with like $250 more on top of that 500 that I already had to work with. But the
Wow.
500, I actually just did a basket party with that one. It was two basket parties. That's what that one was. But with the follow-up one, I haven't even put in my orders for that party. But that's what I did with that one. But I just totally love that follow-up system because I'm on it like every day. But that's what I did.
That's awesome.
Love it. Anybody else would like to share?
I did my silly Friday the 13th challenge and made a fool of myself. So
I loved it, Ashley. I loved it.
I was like, no, this girl did it. That was so cool. Did you get any response from that? Like anybody's? I didn't go back and read the comment.
I actually have a girl who's going to join because she's like, oh my gosh, you have so much fun. I think I'm going to join. So got a possible recruit just by having fun and making a mess. So yeah.
So
Fun.
explain what you did.
Oh, well, I found a picture on Facebook and it was kind of for one order, dump a cup of water, 3 orders, crack an egg, 7 orders, a bag of flour, and 10 orders, all 3. And I posted it on Wednesday prior to Friday the 13th. And I just kind of put out a challenge for, anybody to order, if you want to see it happen, even order a $3 cent circle and your order counts. And a lot of people would go in and spend 25, 30, some people would spend more. So I ended up with a little over 20 different orders, about a $400 party. So yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
Turned out great.
Awesome.
And then she did the video and recorded it and posted that on her page. And I mean, people seen that excitement. She had people post, throwing the water on her, the flour on her, crack the egg on her. And I even shared it and I was like, this is, what a fun time our Scentsy team has while still working our business. So, I mean, just for her to have a possible recruit from it, that's the type of things that we talk about to share your journey. Those are the type of fun things that you need to be sharing with people. But I thought that was I was like, OMG, why didn't I do that?
I figured since I'm the wild one, I might as well do something wild and crazy.
Love
Good
it.
job.
Be you.
Should have did if they did over 50, you would have shaved your head. I was like, oh no, Blair, I can't do that.
You already got your itch.
Oh, I grew it out, but girl, I'm thinking about it.
Hey, I see where Tiffany put in the comments. She says, we are driving, but I'm at 964 and have a $300 order to place tomorrow. But follow up and pulled the 6 bars for 23 plus events. I mean, she said, but follow up and pulled the 6 bars for $23 plus events. They are out there. If you go look on your events in Facebook, I contacted 4 events, heard back from 3, and booked a 3-day event for August and working on June and July. So she's saying get out there and look for the events. That's another way for you to get your orders, because Tiffany has been doing a lot of events lately, small and large. They all work and they all add up. So that's a good tip. Thanks for sharing that, Tiff.
I just Felicia commented. I followed up. Hold on, sorry, I gotta pull this. I followed up with customers old and new on Friday the 13th and offered them the 3-pack of bars for $13. And although I only got 6 that said yes, I still gained an order for a diffuser and 2 oils just by sending out that text. She added all that to her order of the 3-pack of bars. So whether you get a yes or a no, following up does matter. I was excited. Love it.
Amen.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
And then Felicia just put, I followed up with customers old and new on Friday. Oh, is that what you just wrote?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Well, it jumped and it scrolled up. Oh, that was Tiffany saying yay. Okay.
Someone
Sorry.
comment, I think it's Carmen. She said, do you think we could still do the challenge just for a different day?
Heck yeah.
We're going to do this challenge for the next 3 months. I didn't know if I'm supposed to share that, but I am. To have your 500 by the 15th day.
And which challenge is she talking about? That challenge or the Friday the 13th?
Oh,
Or
okay. Maybe she's talking about Friday the 13th. Yeah,
ask
you
her to
can make up
clarify.
your own. If that's the question, yeah, clarify that. But if it is, you can make up your own date, girl. We could just Friday the 23rd. I mean, just do it, you know?
You can do it. It's Friday.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Or a Monday challenge.
Yeah.
Way to start your week, you know, just be creative. Be fun.
She said, yes, I can share the pic. Yes. Cool.
So I want to just chime in on the 500 by your first 15 days. So if you haven't been on any of the calls, or maybe, you know, you weren't on the last call, or you haven't really, I know you had to have seen us post if you're on the Facebook page, obviously, but looking back, and now today our call was more focused on evaluating your month. And, you know, since today was the 15th, if you hit that mark, or you normally are going to know if you're going to hit that mark by the end of tonight. But it's very important for you to evaluate that and see, just like Lucy said, if you're not at that 500, why? Ask yourself that question, and you're going to find out the answer. And for all of you, I've heard like a tremendous success. I think right now, I counted the last I looked at my workstation, we have 15 people I'm not talking about everybody because I can't see anybody else's numbers, but for my group, we're already at 15 people that are over 500. That's huge. And, you know, that's something you as a leader, and I mean a leader when you're leading or above, because even as a lead, having one person on your team, or even having one person, period, those are the things that leaders have to do. They have to look at their numbers. They have to pay attention to their group wholesale volume. But when you teach your team and you inspire your team and let them know why that 500 before the 15th is so important, you're going to see your numbers shoot up. Anybody that's on the call can, if you can, vouch for me here and say how we've been talking about, man, our numbers are amazing right now. Even, you know, those extra 5 or 6 people that are out there making it happen, and they're seeing what's happening in their business because of it. So, I mean, the 500 by the 15th, there's reason behind it for you to know that when you have quick success like that within your first 15 days, you're excited, you're pumped. It pushes you to want to go harder the rest of the month. That's one, just, you know, inspiration. And 2, if you are really in this business to try to promote and to try to make it a business, you have to be aware of those numbers. And I mean, the bottom line is that it's increasing your group wholesale volume, because your team is also learning the importance of having those $500 immediately within the first 15 days instead of waiting all month, you know, lagging around. You know, if you got to that point by today, look at your month, the way it plays out compared to other months, and see and evaluate how this month you're probably going to have a higher PRV than other months because you're aware of it. You had it as a goal. You knew that it was a goal because we've been pushing it out there to you guys. And, you know, I mean, I personally, and, you know, I'll chime in for the other directors to also, you know, comment, but I've seen a lot more excitement within my team. I've seen a lot more pushing for parties, a lot more pushing and learning to understand the importance behind it. So,
thought I lost y'all. I didn't. Okay. Tell them, Jessica.
Preach it.
Like having y'all's number, y'all's GWV. I mean, it's crazy. Like for me right now, I'm like amazed.
Well, and the thing of it is, I think that if people continue to realize that if we continue to share our testimonies, that's our stories, that's our successes, that's our failures, that's our the no's and how we kept pushing through, that gives somebody else hope, and that lets somebody else know that, hey, if I just keep going, it's going to happen for me. But I promise you, the one thing we all know for sure is that if you keep stopping and starting, it's going to be harder for you. But if you're every day saying, I'm going to ask X amount of people, I'm going to share, I'm going to follow up with X amount of people, I promise you the orders, the support, the recruits, everything, your attitude, your focus, if I can do this, all of that will get better and better and better. But it won't if you're just getting on the calls and you're taking it all in, but you're not stepping out on that, taking that next step and actually doing something with it. I mean, it just won't happen. It just won't happen. And you'll just continue to be like, why is this person having so much success and I'm not? The difference is their action versus your action.
So true.
I totally agree on that. Like, if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so the answer is always going to be no. And like I said in my comment, like, if you go to the events tab, like I showed Jessica last night when we were together, I showed her if you go to the events under your Facebook, and then it pulls up like events in your area. And then if you go to where it says see all, there's two sections where it says see all. Like if you go to that and start scrolling, and it will tell you like all the events that are like coming up, like, and even they're starting to book for for the fall. So if you go and look and start asking, like, I mean, it's gonna be yes or no. So I would just start looking there and try to see if you can book up for your fall, because we booked up a 3-day event that at the Dallas Market Hall. So we'll be there with Scentsy. So we're kind of happy. So if you go through there and look at the events tab under your Facebook, I'm sure you can find like events in your area. So.
And also Tiffany shared with us that when you do go to the events, make sure that if they say they already have somebody, you ask, can you be on their standby list or what call it? Because people do cancel at the last minute, right, Tiffany? So.
Yes,
Am I muted?
and always make sure and make sure that you save their numbers or save. I mean, I'm gonna start writing down like when the event is in my calendar. That way, next year I can like go back and look at that event and start booking for ahead of time. That way, you can book up for your summer, because a lot of people say that summer's slow. I don't believe that. Like, it's all in their minds. Like, if you don't prepare for your summer, then it's going to be slow for you. But if you start preparing now, like ahead of time, maybe like in March and April, then you will, find these events and your summer won't be that slow. Like they say, the summer months are slow. So, I mean, if we earned, Cozumel last year, it's possible to do it this year again to wherever we go, If you just put your mind to it and quit thinking about being negative and start thinking positive.
Amen to that. I hear that.
And be like Nike's logo, just do it. Quit procrastinating or pushing it. I'm going to do this or I'm going to do this. You see so many ideas that we post or that other consultants share. Just pick one and do it. Work with it. Work with what you got. I mean, that is the only way that you're going to get results if you do something.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Does anyone have any questions or anything else that they would like to share? I'm excited for our live team meeting next Sunday at 3 at Carrie's house. So if you're here local, make sure you make plans to show up, because in order to go up, you must show up.
And I'm only charging $5 to get in. I'm just playing.
$5 head.
$5. I'm just playing for real. I haven't told my husband yet though.
Patricia said plus plane fare.
Yeah, to get me back home.
And Tiffany said, like Adidas, all day I dream about Scentsy. There you go.
There you go. I'm in Tennessee. What is that?
I'm in Tennessee.
That's okay. We're gonna have Zoom, so
And you could only get on Zoom if you don't live here local. Because if you live here local, no excuses. You need to show up.
Because me and Lucy
Far.
live about an hour, 15 minutes, or whatever apart, and we trek to each other's homes. So come on, y'all, carpool. Uh-oh. I must have lost y'all again.
No, you didn't. I'm hungry. I don't know about you guys, but is anybody else have anything to share or say or ask? Now's the
Teresa
time.
said she has a party at 1 that day, so she won't be able to make the live meeting. Hey, that's their only excuse. If you're out partying,
Yeah,
that's right.
The excuse.
Yes. And trust me, you'll be so pumped when you leave that home party that you'll want to keep on working Scentsy, so you'll come to the meeting afterwards if you're out on time. I love home parties. I come out so like crunk. But good luck on your home party or I guess it's a party, a home party. Ashley said, weekend in Dallas.
Yeah, there you go. I got room.
Bring me some pinkies. Dip show weekend.
Hey, so I got just a quick request for Lucy or Carrie.
Uh-oh, Lord.
Carrie, that's for you.
Oh, Lord.
So, and maybe this is something that like all the rest of you guys may, and type in yes if it's maybe something that you want on a training, but I would not be the person for that training. But I know we have trainings over like the type of parties, and we've seen some things sometimes, but like I want y'all to do like, what do you take in your home party? Like I want to see it. Like, let me see the bag, and what is everything that you're carrying in, and what is everything that you're carrying out? Like, what do you do when you're there? You know, like, this is what I take, this is what I take. Because I have a home party on the 21st, and of course I had my 2 last, but I don't think I did really, really great. But I mean, I still sold $500 at those 2 parties. So even if you don't know what you're doing, it can still work.
You know me, I never know what I'm doing, and I still make it work.
But I kind of want to like have more of a like, I mean, I ain't got to have it all planned out, but I kind of have some idea of what I'm going to take. Because again, I'm not great at home parties. So what have I been doing? I've been researching. I've been watching videos. I've been, I went and bought me a few things that I seen in some videos that I'm going to have on my table, like how I'm going to take my scents in and separate them. I got a little guess how many testers that I made. And so I guess I'm trying to have more of like a planned out process maybe. But yeah, so FYI.
All right. But yeah, I keep my home party simple, but basically everything you mentioned, I do. I like to have my testers
Separated
by categories. And I like to have, you bought those little baskets. Those are so cute. I'm going to go look for them. But I have mine in a plain green basket, and I just have it on the outside. Again, what's the name of the category, so it makes it simple for them to know or locate those scents. And I have that guess how many testers are in here. They love that game. I don't take that much product with me to show. I keep it simple because it's just me. I don't want them to see me carrying all kinds of stuff in the party, because if I'm trying to recruit someone, I want them to say, oh, that's all she brought in, I can do this. So I mean, I keep it simple, but I guess I'll make a video here soon of everything I take at my home parties.
Oh, we got to make a video? Oh, snap.
No, she didn't want a video, but
oh, okay.
She's gonna say, well, can you make a video?
You can do that too, because you are due for a video.
Yeah, Lucy is. And one of the things that I do
She's
too,
gonna
I'm
do
like, huh?
she's gonna do it on Snapchat.
Oh,
10 seconds is all it takes.
110 seconds.
one of the things I do when I go to my home parties is I try to keep it very, very simple. And I definitely try not to take anything that I'm not going to display. And I started wrapping my products in a towel or a sheet. So my setup takes like 5 or 10 minutes, so I don't have to deal with the boxes. I keep the boxes in my car because it never fails. Somebody's always at a party and they're going to a housewarming or they're going to a birthday party and they need something right away. But I really try not to just sell outside of that in my bars what I have. But I keep it very, very simple. I just take enough products so they can see the different sizes and see the different styles, but not above that. And I try to save my catalogs for my parties because people want to see, or I'll use the showcase brochures because I like those a lot too. But yeah, playing a game, and then I feel the party. Sometimes you get there and people, they want to drink and have fun, and they just want you to tell them what they want to know about the party. So I kind of go with the flow. My plan is always to walk through the catalog, and I don't mean every page, but I do the catalog walk. The beginning reminds me about my story. The next reminds me to thank them, and then I kind of give them highlights how it works, and then I talk about the different categories. That's kind of, and then the opportunity and having a party, things like that. I just let the catalog kind of flow me.
Gotcha.
Any more questions or my phone about to die?
Well, it's 8:30, so we're on the hour. I love Sunday's calls. They're pretty. I see lots of people out and about, but yeah, they're pretty out, laid back, and we get to start our week off fresh, on hustle mode. I guess if no one has anything to add or ask, we'll go ahead and end this call. Thanks for jumping on, and see y'all on Facebook.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, remember tonight, last day. So this is the last day for your 500. Make sure you put in your orders in if you are someone who's wanting to be in the challenge. And I'm just excited. I just want to say, shout out to all of you who actually got your follow-up. I've been seeing and getting messages and getting text messages from so many of you that you've actually got the binder, you've been using it. That shows in your PRV where you stand at now. Just like Linda said, I mean, $250 extra within 2 weeks of the month just by following up with a few customers that you didn't do otherwise. Like if you're on the call today and it was evaluating your month and you have not gotten there to the 500, that's okay, but it's just a way for you to kind of make it be a visual point for you to see like, dang, I didn't hit this challenge, but I still got 2 more weeks. So, create that follow-up system because it is the real deal. Like, that follow-up system is the only thing that's going to get you to up your PRV monthly. Maybe you might not hit $2,000, but you might hit 1,000. You might hit 1,500. But if you're not doing those follow-ups, you're probably still sitting there struggling to get the 500 that we had the challenge for within the first 2 weeks. So, kind of evaluate your month and see where you're at. And if you're at where you want to be, then what you've been doing is right and keep on doing it. If you're not where you want to be, sit back. It's Sunday night. Take 30 minutes, plan your next week, the next week out. What are you going to do? How are you going to get bookings on your calendar? How are you going to start following up with your customers? And get out there and make it happen. And you can very well get $500 within the next week. It's possible. But you just have to, like Lucy said, you got to do something about it. You got to evaluate and see where you're at with this challenge. If you even tried to go for it, did you even do that? You gotta look at it and see, you can't say that, or some people, you know, they say my business isn't working or I can't get $500 in a month. But what did you really do? So kind of evaluate, look at it, take, you know, 20 minutes if you have it extra today when you get out the call to look at it. If you have a planner, plan what you're going to do for the next week. Take it week by week and chip at it away. That's how we've been doing it. So, yeah, I just wanted to add that little tidbit. So, congrats to all those who have already placed their great job. But if you're sitting on the call and you're somebody who does not have your 500, just all you gotta do is just reevaluate, you know, and look at where your work, what's working and what's not, and put a plan in action to make it work. That's about it.
And don't forget, if you're not subscribed to that scent and warmer of the month, invest that in your business, guys, and you will see a change.
And don't go ahead.
Of course, don't just subscribe and when your box comes and don't open it and not do nothing with it. Take advantage of the tools inside, the 50 flyers. Like, I challenged myself
I'm done in like
at the end of that month for me to be with, to have given those 50 flyers out. So use that as a push. Like, that's my push every month. If I have some scent of the month flyers still on hand from the month before, you know, I kick myself in the butt because I didn't share with 50 people. What were you going to say, Carrie? Oh, Bubba said go to work. Tell them, Bubba, tell them. I think Carrie froze, or we may have lost her.
I'm back.
Oh, there you go. There she goes. Okay, go ahead.
So just like Eric, what's his name? Eric Thompson and Les Brown tell us all the time is that you have to, your goals and your dreams have to be worth more than anything else you're doing right now. It's just a sacrifice. It's not forever. It's a temporary sacrifice that's going to give you long-term effects. So when you keep dreaming until your dreams come true, you'll find that strength and you will push through. I'm out, you guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Facebook.
Yes, ma'am. So, the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. So get your hustle vote on.
Get that hustle on.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Good night.